What we are going to study in coming 3 months, approximately from 6th of September till you can say 5th of December, around 90 days, is different IFRS standards, International Financial Reporting Standards, and IAS, International Accounting Standards. The purpose of this study is we should be conversant that if we are working in any organization, we should be able to prepare the financial statements on a standalone single-handed basis. Nobody else is required. If I want to prepare the financial statement for Saraf Academy, then the profit and loss account, balance sheet, cash flow, statement of changes in equity, notes to accounts, disclosures, everything I should be able to prepare. Obviously, all the financial statements are prepared with software. Like in India, in small organizations, we are using Tally. And in bigger organizations, they have their own ERP system. So in any accounting software package, we are able to, you can say, prepare very fast what we will not be able to do in the exam. Because in the exam, you need to do everything from scratch. If it is a theory, you need to type. If it is a numericals, you need to write in the Excel. If it is preparing the PL account, then writing the items in the Excel, writing the values. In practical life also, we are doing that. But then in exam, the work is slightly more longer as compared to in the practical world. Because if I will say Tally, then in Tally, you just give journal entries. You classify the items, whether it is asset, whether it is liability, whether it is income, whether it is expense, whether it is a direct income, whether it is a current assets, whether it's a non-current assets. You broadly classify the items and you just give basic debit credit. Then the software will automatically present them in a format. And the format which is allowed by IFRS, which is allowed by Ind AS, which is allowed by US GAAP, different software packages are there by which we can prepare the financial statements very easily. But then if the software is there, then why we are required to study? We will just study the basic debit credit, done. If you take Tally or if you take any ERP system, when after putting the basic data and we are getting the financial statements ready, those financial statements are 50 to 70% ready. Even though you are classifying the items properly as income, expense, assets, liability, and there are so many things automatically done by the software, but then the outcome will be only 50 to 70% ready. And the balance 30% or you can say 40-50% is not ready. Even though the PL account balance sheet is ready, but it is not ready either for analysis purpose or it is not ready to be submitted to the regulatory authority. If we want to submit to ROC in India or maybe SEBI or maybe income tax department, then it is not acceptable because any software in the world cannot do the 100% work. Even with AI, there comes the job of a person who is having sound knowledge, will rectify or will adjust the things as per the requirement of law. Other than the requirement as per law, if you want to explain to somebody the ultimate outcome, because the senior members in the organization, board members, they don't have time to go into detail of everything. And you need to explain them the net outcome. Then the software cannot do anything. Even the artificial intelligence is going to next level. but that artificial intelligence cannot do that work, believe me. So nowhere, never, your job is in danger when you say AI to aa gaya hai. Artificial intelligence will take my job. It can never. This is okay, that if you are not learning new things, then you will be ultimately lagging behind and you will be taking more time to complete your work. And then in that case, you will be unemployed. You will not get the opportunity, or if you are getting, you will be retrenched. You will not be able to work. So to sustain, we need to have knowledge of AI, whatever new things are coming. But then AI cannot do the things which we can do with. If you write something and do research on ChatGPT, but whatever your brain is saying, that cannot be given by the ChatGPT. Obviously, when you put something on ChatGPT for 2, 3, 4 times, it is in their memory. So it will be giving you that outcome later on. But then your mind, your brain is developing on every single second. So that cannot be done by ChatGPT or any AI tool. And we are here to understand that, to develop that skill. What cannot be done by AI, neither now nor in future, our job is that. But with starting with basics. If there is a transaction, what will be the journal entry? Why it will be accounted for like this? What will be the outcome from this software? How we need to adjust that? That we need to understand. You will think that whether 3 months is enough, as per me it's enough. If you follow me and if you support me with regular study. Otherwise, even 3 years is not enough. I'm not assuming that anybody has good understanding of accounting. I will go everything from basics, assuming nobody has studied anything. If there are, suppose, old batch students, why they have not given the exam? Why? That means they have not studied properly. So that means all are treated as a new student, no prior knowledge required, just you need to support me. That you will be studying everything, whatever I will be telling you, whatever homework, assignments, whatever questions, past term papers, and you will be always with the class. If you follow this, then you will not find any problem, whether I am saying in English, whether I am saying in Hindi, whether I am saying in Urdu, whether I am saying in Bengali, no problem, because language is just you can say a language. It is not a problematic area. I will not be able to explain something to you if I am speaking in some other language. That's my duty to explain you everything. Some of the students says that, sir, I know only Hindi. मेरे को इंग्लिश नहीं आता है. अरे मेरे भाई एग्जाम दोगे तो इंग्लिश में ही है ना. That much basic English knowledge you have. Maybe you were conversant with Hindi much better because it was your first language. Same is here. I am also, my first language is Hindi only. So I'm more conversant with Hindi. But the basic working knowledge of English, speaking, writing and all that I have. That much knowledge in English is required. Somebody will say that, sir, I don't know any Hindi, because the students are continuously requesting before the batch starts. Sir, I don't know any Hindi. One of the students called me around 5-7 days back. You will laugh on this. When I was started talking to that student, he told me that, sir, I don't know Hindi at all. I said, okay, we speak in English only. Let's communicate in English only. Then he said that, sir, my father wants to talk to you just for 1 minute. I said, okay. Then his father started saying, sir, I don't know English. I only know Hindi and I know Kerala, Kannada, whatever you can say. Some Hindi and Kerala, I don't know English. So how the son is staying in the house and he know only English, he don't know Hindi and his father know only Hindi. क्यों सूरज जी, कैसे होगा? मान लीजिए मैं तो अभी नया हूं, उसका होगा कैसे यार?
सर मुझे नहीं पता.
क्या मेरे को उसके पापा से बात करना पड़ा हिंदी में, बिकॉज मेरे को तो कन्नड़ नहीं आता. And his father was understanding properly whatever communication was there in Hindi. But the son is saying that I don't know Hindi at all, sir. इतना फाटबाजी क्यों दिखाना है? क्या होगा इतना दिखाकर? कोई भी लैंग्वेज, यहाँ लैंग्वेज का क्लास नहीं, आई एम नॉट अ लैंग्वेज टीचर, आई एम सेइंग इन द फर्स्ट क्लास whether it's Hindi, English or my duty is to explain you the concept in whatever language. You don't need to take tension. You know Hindi very well, you know English very well, doesn't matter. आप यहाँ लैंग्वेज पढ़ने नहीं आए, आई एम नॉट द करेक्ट टीचर फॉर टीचिंग लैंग्वेज. मेरे कोई लैंग्वेज नहीं आता, ना इधर हिंदी ना इधर इंग्लिश, हाउ आई कैन टीच यू? My job is to teach you accounts, financial statement preparation, that I will be explaining. So I want to just request to all of you, just follow me. Whatever language I am using, my duty to explain you the concepts. Okay? Now, there are three categories of students in the class. One is those who will be going for IFRS exam in December. Target is that only. In 3 months, it can be easily prepared with a study of average 2 hours daily. Okay, no problem at all. One is CIMA students, those who are going to give exam on management case study earlier, around 28th of November. For CIMA student, there will be extra classes also based on their pre-scene material, which will be done on Sunday. Once the pre-scene will be out, yesterday the institute informed the pre-scene material for CIMA will be released on 25th of September. So presently it is not there. Once the material will be released, we will have extra class for CIMA student where IFRS is not required on Sunday. One extra class. And there is third category of students, those who are not there today, the ACCA FR financial reporting students. They are not today, they have been called, they have been informed that their first class will be on Tuesday, that is on 9th of September evening 8 p.m, which will be yours, the second class. They will have the first class. Whether we are talking for CIMA, whether we are talking for Diploma IFRS, or whether we are talking for ACCA FR students, for all of them syllabus is same. The entire syllabus is same. Just that for CIMA and Diploma IFRS students, 2-3 topics extra. Like the topic which we will be dealing today, that is share-based payments IFRS 2, that is not there for ACCA FR students. Similarly, there is a topic employee benefits. Employee benefits as per IS 17, that is there for Diploma IFRS and CIMA students, but not there for FR students. There is a topic financial instruments. It is there for FR students, but slightly for CIMA and Diploma IFRS student, it is more deeper, more depth. So 2-3 things are there, which are extra for Diploma IFRS and CIMA students, which are not there for ACCA FR students. So when I will be teaching those areas in 2-3 classes like today, and there will be additional 2 more classes approx, then I will not be calling them. Then in that case, in those classes only the Diploma IFRS and CIMA students will be there. But then other than that, whatever I will be teaching for FR, that is there for a Diploma IFRS, that is there for CIMA and CS. But the paper pattern for all the 3 are different. The way the exams will be conducted, the way the questions will be asked, they are different for all the 3 exams. For CIMA students, their exam style exact questions we will be doing in CIMA extra classes, where I will not be asking IFRS and FR student to attend that, because why they will study. So for CIMA students, exactly their exam style question, we will have separate classes. And for CIMA, other than IFRS, there are many other areas also. For them, there will be extra classes. In those classes, Diploma IFRS and FR student will not be called. Now comes the ACCA FR and Diploma IFRS. Syllabus is same. Some 1 or 2 topics extra for Diploma IFRS, but the question pattern is different. For Diploma IFRS, all the questions are essay type. All the questions are, you need to write your answers, type your answers in Excel or in Word file in the exam. For FR student, the questions are mix of multiple choice and essay type. The essay type questions which are there in Diploma IFRS and in FR essay type, they are common. But then the multiple choice questions in FR exam are extra as compared to Diploma IFRS. Say for example, maybe I have not taught anything, but just for example. Suppose an organization purchased an asset. सर प्रतीक जी मैं आपके लिए क्यों नहीं बोल रहा, क्योंकि मैंने आपको सब कुछ बता दिया यार. I have already said everything, so I don't want to confuse, including you also. चलेगा सर? आप मुझे कॉल कर लीजिएगा आफ्टर द क्लास. हाँ, बट मेरे ख्याल से मैंने लेंथ में, आप ऑफिस में आए, मैंने व्हाट्सएप मैसेज किया, सब बता दिया. फिर अभी नया कहानी नहीं सर, प्लीज सर, रिक्वेस्ट है यार. What I'm saying that कि suppose Saraf Academy purchased an asset. The asset will change the value of assets in the books. Because of that asset, there will be some depreciation as an expense. So in FR exam, they will be asking, what is the value of assets after this transaction, after the purchase of assets and after the depreciation? You need to tick which one is the correct option. But in Diploma IFRS exam, they are asking you to prepare the balance sheet. And in that, you need to put up the figure of the assets which you have calculated. So in Diploma IFRS, it is a part of the answer. You need to write the correct figure of assets by showing the plus minus in a bracket in working. In FR exam, they are not asking any working. But the assets value after the purchase transaction and the depreciation, you need to select the correct option. So ultimately for a Diploma IFRS and for FR exam, both need to have the knowledge of assets accounting, because both need to find out the correct value. One Diploma IFRS student need to write that in the balance sheet, the correct figure in the Excel sheet, and the FR student need to select the correct option. But knowledge need to be the same. If knowledge is there, both will be able to perform. So when I will be solving questions in the classes, I will be sometimes solving questions which are multiple choice, sometimes solving questions which are of essay type. The essay type questions will be relevant for FR and Diploma IFRS both. And multiple choice questions will be relevant for FR exam. But the knowledge of that will be required for both the students. They both need to understand why this figure is coming, so that they both can give their correct answers in the exam. In Diploma IFRS, writing the correct value of assets will give you 1 mark, 2 mark. And in FR exam, that correct selection of the answer will give them 2 marks. So marks are same. One is multiple choice, one is essay type, but the calculation, the understanding, both are same. IFRS need to show the working, how they got that figure. FR student don't need to show the working, they just need to select the correct answer. So that way the syncing process is different, but otherwise for FR, IFRS, it will remain same. For CIM, they are not going to ask in the question, calculate the figure. They will give you the calculated figure. And they will ask you why this figure is like this. Why the amount is this? Because some of the director or somebody saying that the amount should be this. It should not be this. And there is a debate going on between the colleagues or members or the board of directors. Relating to any particular accounting treatment, they are not sure and they are asking your help. So in 𝐶IMA exam, you don't need to do any calculation, no calculator required. You just need to explain what is the correct way of doing the treatment. Now, when the FR and Diploma IFRS student are writing the answer, they are finding out the correct figure. CIMA student don't need to find the correct figure, but they need to say how that correct figure will be coming. Now, I'm FR student. Relating to assets purchase and depreciation, I need to know the thing. I will do the calculation in the calculator, the way the things are there, and I will take the correct answer. If I am a Diploma IFRS student, then I will be in the Excel, in the bracket. I will write the figure plus minus, and then I will write in the amount column the correct figure. If I am 𝐶IMA student, then I don't need to calculate the correct figure, but I will say why I will do plus, why I will do minus, why this figure will be coming like this. All the three students need to know the logic, because if you know the logic, then only the multiple choice option figure will be correct. If you know the logic, then only the Diploma IFRS balance sheet figure will be correct. And if you know the logic, then only you are a CIMA student can write the logic correct. For 𝐶IMA student, the way we will be studying in 3 months, that much detailing is not required, because they don't need to prepare PL account balance sheet. They are management accountant, they are not financial accountant. And they need to have basic understanding of accounting, not very detailed knowledge. But the Diploma IFRS and ACCFR student need to have that detailed knowledge. They need to be more conversant with the accounting treatment, and you can say that they will become accounts controller, accounts preparer. But the 𝐶IMA student will become analyzer. Management and accountant. Management accountant will analyze the data. So the approach of exams for all the three are different, but all three need to study ultimately financial statement preparation, PL account, balance sheet, notes to accounts, cash flow, statement of changes in equity, all transactions, their treatment and everything. I can say that when I will be giving homeworks, suppose Diploma IFRS and FR student will be solving 20 questions. 𝐶IMA student can solve at least 2 questions. But they also need to solve 1 or 2 questions so that they can say they are saying about the outcome, because they need to give logic for everything. For FR and IFRS students also, there are questions which are based on logic. Every question is not preparing PL account and balance sheet. Every question in FR is not finding out figures, writing the logic. So the questions which are there in 𝐶IMA exams, that same type of question are also there in Diploma IFRS and FR exams also. But 𝐶IMA exam will not be based on calculation, finding the correct figures and all that. Giving the logic for the correct treatment is more. My job, actually, if you ask me, is more on giving you the logic for the correct figure. Why the accounting standard is saying this? Why the treatment will be done like this? What is the logic behind this? Because if I am giving the logic, you don't need to memorize. You understand the logic, practicality, whether it's a numericals, whether it's giving a write-up and understanding, you will be able to do both. So our job in the class is to understand the concept, understand the logic behind an accounting treatment, why the transaction is recorded like that. The basic thing remains same, but for different students, different exam pattern is there, and we will focus on different papers in different classes. Just for beginning only, because normally the student even at the end of the batch say, sir, how I will solve the question? What type of question will be coming in the exam? So I am going on ACCAglobal.com website. This is ACCAglobal.com. Okay? Even Diploma IFRS student can go on this website because this is their institute. You go under Students tab, and you go in Study Support Resources. In ACCAglobal.com, you go in Study Support Resources. In Study Support Resources, when you go, you are getting three things. One is ACCA qualification, one is foundation level, and one is professional diploma. ACCA students will be going here. FR students will be going here. Foundation, if somebody is doing ACCA after class 6, after class 8, before 12th, after class 10, they will be going here. And the Diploma IFRS student will be going here. So let's go into this. Here they have said that Diploma in International Financial Reporting or Sustainability. There are two diploma courses they are offering. We are talking about Diploma in International Financial Reporting. Okay? Now when you go here, they have given exam resources. Under exam resources, introduction about the curriculum, examining team guidance. When we click, we will get PDF files. Relevant legislation standards in the exams, syllabus content. Some you can see maths and English language. There is a course offered by British Council. Somebody think that my English is very poor, they can join. But I don't think so. My personal saying, कोई course करके मतलब नहीं है. Normal in day-to-day life, try to use more and more English. At least in working environment. Then the CB specimen exam, that is when the exam will be there, how the software will open, how the questions will answer, the past exams papers, and some technical articles. Some changes happened recently, then those technical articles are there. I'm going in past exams. Click this past exams. Okay. In this past exams, you can see we are going to give exam in December. So June 2025 question which came in the exam and the answers. December 24 question and the answers. June 24 question and the answers. December 23 question, all question and answer, all are given. Okay? And I have not used any ID or password. I have just opened their website. It is freely available to the whole world. Okay? I am opening the question paper. Question paper. The way the question paper is opening, it will be opening in the exam exactly in the same way. Whether you give exam sitting in home remote basis or whether you give exam in the exam center. Both the cases, the paper will, this will be the first screen when it open. I am not reading these instructions, I am clicking next. You should be reading once these instructions. They are saying there will be 4 questions. Out of 4, this is the first one instructions they are giving. I am putting next. Then this is instructions for 2. Instructions for 3. Students should be reading this once. Freely available. You can read, you should be reading, my advice. Exam summary. They are saying, do you want to start the paper? In exam also it will be asking, do you want to start the paper? Yes, start. When you will be in the exam hall, the first question screen is open. What are the things from top to bottom is given? Symbols, dollar, pound, different currencies. If you click other currencies, major currencies, if while reading or writing the answers, you want to use some highlighter. If while reading the question, you want to strike through something you don't require. Calculator, you can take your physical calculator in the exam, but online calculator is there, scratch pad. If you want to do some working on scratch pad, something, anything, okay? All these 5 things here. Then if there are different screens, suppose in the left hand side exhibits, In the exhibit, there are some instructions for the questions, some detail of the question. Suppose you have opened all these, you want to close all of them, you can. Flag means if you solve the question and later on you want to revise that, you can click flag. You can remove that. So these are the 5 areas relating to the question which are named as exhibits. Then this is the requirement. Requirement means bhaiya, what is exactly the question, what they are asking you. I generally say that this requirement we should copy from the screen and we should paste this. This is a spreadsheet. This is not a theory question. This is purely the first question is PL account and balance sheet one. 1 second. So there is no point copying here, no pasting required. You see that in the answer sheet, this is a spreadsheet, one's response sheet, answer sheet. They have already prepared the PL account or the balance sheet which they have given. Matlab, like in the practical world, the format is ready. Similarly, the format is already ready with the figures. Now, what you need to do with the figures, plus, minus, whatever you can do here. Suppose I need to do plus 5,000 minus 2,000. And then I want to write the figures here. Okay, equal to this plus this plus this. So my total figure is coming this. Somebody will say that, sir, I don't have the practice like this. I will be solving many questions in the class. It's a very simple thing. Most of you already know from different columns how to plus, minus and all that. You can use calculator also, 190 plus 66 plus 3000, but calculator will take extra time. If you apply some basic Excel shortcut, it is better. You will be able to solve your answers faster. So there is an exhibits, not 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. Then there is a requirement and there is an answer sheet. And anywhere you want to use these features, you can use them. Okay? When you are writing the answers, there are word features, bold, italics, underline, all these adjustments not required. No time to do highlighter and all that. Focus on completing the paper. If you want to use bold and all that, you can. There is no problem, man. But this is some of the features of Word file or it is there. Okay? But I generally feel that in the exam hall, the time pressure is very high. There is nothing to be used from here. Nothing. Kam hi nahi aata. But still some features are there. Once your answer is complete, you move to the next one. In the next one, again, there are two. Next question, exhibits are different. The requirements are different here. I copied the requirement so that I don't need to open the requirement again. And in the word processor, I am pasting the requirement so that this requirement I don't need to open, because different windows. I will open this, I will open this. You understand? So many windows are there. It will leads to confusion. So maybe I mean to say, when I will be solving the paper, I will be showing you. But my major thing is that what is my requirement, and I should be writing here whatever. It's a theory question. So word processor is there. Maybe some numericals are there. The word sheet, my spreadsheet is there. You can write plus minus, do the numericals here, and theory you will type here. So they will give you word processor and spreadsheet both to do the calculation, to write the theories and all that. When FR students will be giving exams, the FR exam will have essay type questions also, like word processor, similar presentation for FR. For IFRS, there is no multiple choice. This is IFRS paper. You can adjust your screen left and right the way you like, whatever area you need to increase. And here on the top, the timer is not running, but in the exam, timer will be running. That 3-hour exam, 3 hours continuously, the time is getting reduced once you are proceeding. It is reminding you that this much time you were. This is the third one, and this is the last one, the fourth one. Once all are done, It is giving you that what you have done. This is attempted, I have not done anything. But since I have written something, this is not done anything. My exam is over. If there is any flag, I can click that flag and I can open this, but there was no flag done. For any question, if I want to revise something, I could have done earlier the flag. End exam, yes. It is again reminding. End exam, yes. So the exam is over. I will exit from here. And when I will exit, I'm again going to the same screen where the past exam questions, answers were there. So I have solved the paper and now I can compare my answers with the model answers. So the model answers, the paper which I opened, for that paper, model answers are given along with marking guidelines. All marking guidelines details are there. Entire answers with the marking guidelines, full detail, you see. For which step, what marks will be given, all are fully there with examiner comments and everything, all. So once you answer, you can evaluate your answer based on the model answer marking guidelines and you can improve yourself. This is free to anybody in the world on ACCA website. All the past term papers, the questions and their model answers, all are freely available to every student. For CIMA students, the paper pattern and all that we will discuss with them separately. Okay? Not in this class. And FR student today is not there, no point opening that paper. That I will open in the next class. Can you please share the screen, sir? I am already sharing, sir. My screen to already shared. Everybody.
For me, separately it was visible. Now only it's seeing, sir. For me.
Okay. Because
okay now.
Class starts, then I put the screen share on that moment only, because a student will not be able to understand if I don't show the screen, sir. Sorry, sir.
No problem, sir. Thank
no problem. So I'm leaving this because for the time we can't solve any question. We don't know anything. We have not studied anything. So no point going into any question and discussing that. Now, so the first thing, why we are all together, how we are going to study, what we are going to cover, what is our objective, that in the accounting area we want to become champion. We want to handle accounts preparation, accounts analysis, based on the financial statement, any decision to be taken, because financial statement will be used for valuations, for mergers, for acquisitions, for takeover. Financial statement will be used to decide whether we should invest in a project or not, from where we will be getting the money. Financial statement will help you to analyze we are profitable or not, how much profit we are generating, everything. If you are in accounting, finance, auditing, internal control, financial statement analysis, mergers, valuations, any accounting or finance business domain, you need to have good understanding of accounting. And that is our purpose, not only preparation, but understanding the accounts in a proper way. That is our purpose. And the students has a different paper pattern. We will be focusing for each category of students, their paper pattern, which will be helpful to others also. So there will be some extra classes for others because of the different types of questions. The exam is of 100 marks for IFRS. The pass marks is 50. The pass marks is 50. For FR also, the exam is of, for FR also the exam is of 100 marks and the pass marks will be 50. But for CIMA student, the exam will be of 150 marks. The pass marks will be 80. All the three exams are 3 hours each, all. For CIMA, other than IFRS, there are many things. because only one question is IFRS based. And the 4 questions are there for CIMA. For Diploma, IFRS, for ACCFR, the all questions, 100 marks paper each based on IFRS. So CIMA students need to be taught separately other areas which are not covered here. 1 second here. So for CIMA student, as I said, exam will be in November around 20th. And for Diploma IFRS for FR, the exam will be around 5th of December. For CIMA student, extra class will be there. For IFRS student, 2 to 3 extra classes because of their extra portion. And for FR student, this will be the classes, that is the Saturday and Tuesday. The schedule cannot change, can't request. It will be Saturday 11 to 2, 2:30, and it will be Tuesday 8 to 11, 11:30. Around 3 hours class, maybe 3.5 hours, 3 hours 40 minutes, maybe 2 hours 50 minutes, 2 hours 40 minutes approximately. Okay? We will be referring for practicing questions. One is this file, which is written in SS, ECCA, FR, IFRS, December 2025. This is the file where I will be preparing some notes in advance. And while teaching in the class, I will be writing something. But after every class, I will be mailing this file to you. All the students will be mailed this file. And this is written as class notes. Every day, every class, there will be some write-up from my side. In this, there will be some addition that you will be getting as class notes after the end of every class. But other than that, suppose Google Drive. And in the Google Drive, ACCA FR and ACCA SBR. Those who are IFRS student will be given these 2 folders, ACCA SBR, ACCA FR. The materials are very bulky, huge, so they can be given only through Google Drive link. Those who are registered, they must have already received. Those who have not received or received, I will give again after the class. Don't worry. In this Google Drive, these are the materials. These are the previous batch slides, like the slides for this batch, ACCFR IFRS, December 2025. Similarly, for the previous batch slides, I will remove them because not required. We should refer the current slides. So I will remove this all 4 after the class, not removing now. I will remove them. And there is, you can say, exam kit, pocket notes, and study text. The exam kit of 24-25, 24-25, I will delete. Not required. We are concerned with 25-26, 25-26. These are the, one is the exam kit and one is the study text. I'm downloading these. The exam kit is getting downloaded and the study text is also getting downloaded. So exam kit and study text. And I am putting in my folder. You will be preparing a folder named as, if you are IFRS student, then you can write Diploma IFRS for December 25. And if you are FR or CIMA student, you make the folder in that name. and download all the materials. All the materials once you receive the Google Drive link. Once you receive the Google Drive link, you download all the materials better, so that you don't need to go in Google Drive again and again. I have downloaded in front of you only. Now this is exam kit, and then this is study text. Exam kit and study text. Okay? The name itself says exam kit is only questions. From all the topic IS, IFRS, all questions are there here with the answers. First of all the questions are given in the exam kit, and then later on, after all the question, the answers are given in the exam kit. And in the study text, it is explanation about all IS, IFRS, along with some questions and answers. The study text is giving you all the syllabus content, okay? And in the syllabus content, suppose today we will be doing IFRS to share-based payments. That share-based payments is not there in the FR syllabus, as I said earlier. So when you go in SBR, and in the SBR exam kit and study text, you will get share-based payments. Okay? But before going into that, suppose we are doing a topic, revenue recognition. It is saying the details are there in page 189. Page 189 means around 210. Page 189 around 210. You can see this page number is different. They are talking about this one 189. So around 270. The revenue, chapter revenue, IFRS 15, revenue recognition. This chapter explaining you on the concepts of revenue recognition as per IFRS. In between, there are some examples, illustrations, test your understanding illustrations, and test your understandings. Illustrations and test your understandings. Okay? Test your understanding. The test your understanding answer is given at the end of the chapter. Illustration answer given alongside. And the theory write-up, concepts. And the concept write-up is there in my notes also. So for the concept, you are getting two types of material. One is the study text and one is our notes. Our notes are written less. Our notes are written by referring this and then some other materials also. By that, so normally the student will be able to understand with my notes very well. But if somebody is facing some issue in my notes or somewhere, you can refer this. But my advice, no point reading this entire notes again. You refer my notes, it is better. But if you want to refer, you can. Okay? But normally my notes are enough. You need to prepare or solve questions from exam kit, and from here, that is better. Along with that, if we go on ACCA website once more, acccaglobal.com, we go on ACCA website, acccaglobal.com, and students study support resources, which I earlier used, okay? And then ACCA qualification, FR, okay? FR, which I will open in the next class, in Tuesday class also, which I will open. And if I will go here, ACCA Study Hub, Introduction, Effective Learning and Revision, Past Exams. Suppose effective learning and revision. I am going in study hub better. This study hub is available only to ACCA registered students, not to IFRS students. Because to go into further of this, you can see this video and then you log in. Just a moment, you are browsing a new and improved. So it is taking me. There I need to use my ACCA ID and password. Okay? I think normally the IFRS student has also their ID and password. You can use your ID and password with the ACCA institute, whatever you have. And then you are going inside this platform. For diploma IFRS, that is not required. But for ACCA curriculum, this is required. A student need to be a registered student of the ACCA curriculum. Here, my qualification, fees and structure, documents, my detail. So, welcome to my ACCA. ACCA students, 1 second. Let's go in dashboard better. In the dashboard, my qualification, I am going 1 second. Keeping track, I am reducing this. ACCA Study Hub, Practice Platform, Study Support. Suppose I am going in ACCA Study Hub. Okay? It is opening. I want to go straight away in study. Not required to see the details. Now, each topic, you can see each topic. This is auditing subject, it has opened because the person whose ID and password I am using, that person has already completed FR. So it is showing me the auditing paper because he has completed FR. Now in each topic, the chapter 1, the explanation, then the questions, audit and assurance engagement, syllabus summary, review engagement. Review matlab questions. Review engagement. In between, there are many questions. Practice. There are so many questions. 266 questions are there. And at the same time, if I want to read the chapter 1 by 1, I want to understand what is this theory and all that, everything is there. Matlab what I was showing in Kaplan. This is Kaplan study text. Whatever is in the Kaplan study text on the institute website, given by the institute, the entire study module, the question, the everything, practice question, answer, everything, teaches, everything. Nobody need to have this Kaplan material. They can refer this institute material also freely available for every student once you are ACCA registered student. The Kaplan material is available in the market in physical form also. But this material is available only online. You can't take printout. You will copy from here and you will paste in a Word file and then you take printout, it's okay. But straight away the printing is not possible from here. The entire syllabus content is there on ACCA website, freely available for ACCA students. What I mean to say that now, if somebody will ask, they have three options to study. One is my material, one is Kaplan material and exam kit, and one is the institute website material. One is the study hub on the institute website. One is the print money certified material, Kaplan BPP, and one is my material. So which one we will refer? Which one we will study? Our material, Kaplan or study hub or all three? Which one we should study? Ankita, Amita Bansal. How the study should be done? You can unmute yourself. Yes.
Yeah, good morning, sir. I think we should go by your notes only because we will be using in the class.
It's the question is that suppose these are three. Now there are in the market CA. If somebody is your friend or relative doing CA, you will get the accounts material from CA Institute also. There are so many books. If you do 10, 12 books and study, you will not be able to complete even a single paper, a single topic. You need to decide in the beginning only from where I want to study. That is, according to me, is the very important thing. If the student don't understand this, then in that case, he will be puzzled after 10 days only, after 5, 7 days only. So my advice I am saying, but I am not stopping you from studying anything. My advice, you refer this and you refer the Kaplan exam kit for solving questions. And if you find any confusion, refer this. I am not discouraging that you don't refer this. You can refer, आपकी मर्जी है, लेकिन not that कि once you are doing the class, you are referring this, you are referring this, and then at the time of exam, you are referring this. Not allowed, man. If you want to refer any material, you need to start referring with the classes. Not that just at the time of exam, 2 days before you open this and you solve questions from here. Normally, the student don't hear this and they destroy themselves. So my advice is that only whatever Anita you are saying, but फिर भी I don't have any control, I don't have any problem. You can ask question from whole world, no issue. But if you follow my instructions, you will be, I mean to say, comfort. The comfort will come and you will be able to prepare very well. And don't take printout. Don't study with the printed material because as I showed you, the questions are on screen. You need to type on screen. So if you follow the same method of study which you did earlier in the past, then the problem is that in the exam hall, you will not be able to perform properly because you have the habit putting underline this, that, and in the exam, you need to see on screen and type on screen. So that habit is not developed, you will not be able to perform properly. No printout, nothing. If somebody has purchased materials, printing material, throw out of the window. If you believe me, if you have faith on me, if you trust on me, then please throw out entire material, copy, pen, anything you have on your desk, throw out of the window now only. Because you need to become handicapped. That pen, paper, copy, pen and all that are not there. It's gone. You need to be on the screen only from the first day only. Everything should be on the screen. No printout, nothing. Then you will be able to develop the habit of studying like this. So at the time of exam, the problem will not happen. Okay? Then, what are the general things I need to say further? The general things are, whenever you have a problem with our video, with our notes or anything, request, not message me, request, not message to my staff, the number which you are getting on our mail and all that. I have written the numbers here also, don't message them. Just chup-chap se mail here. And your problem will be solved in proper time. If you are mailing between 10 to 7, they will do solution at that time only. But if you are mailing in the night 8 p.m., then they will reply you tomorrow morning. And if you are messaging me, anyhow, they are the person who will help you. And if you have any problem relating to institute, SEMA ACC Institute, then mail to the institute at this mail ID. Whenever you are mailing to the institute, mail properly. My name is Amita Bansal. My registration number is this. I am facing this issue, this problem. Please help me. You mail to the institute with a proper detail because there are 7 lakh plus students and members. So how you will be able to mail without giving detail? You can mail us without any giving detail, but you mail to the institute in a proper detailed format. Whenever you mail to the institute, you mail to us also at this mail ID, only one mail ID. Saraf has only one, institute has only one. Other mail ID are not relevant for all of you. So when you mail to the institute any of your issue, then you mail to us also by CC. Carbon copy to us also, so that we can communicate your problem to the ACC Institute and your problem can be resolved faster. Suppose you are not able to open on the ACC website the material. Suppose you are using your ID password, it is not taking, it happens. Now we don't have the right of ACCA website. You need to mail to the institute only and CC to us. We will help that your problem can be solved faster. Because we are connected with the institute, we communicate on your behalf to the institute, please help the student ASAP. But you need to mail to the institute directly from your registered mail ID. And for our technical problem, videos are not running, notes are not there, anything, you mail to my team. Don't call them. Because if you call them and they are not picking or you are not getting the solution, you can't charge. Because so many phone calls are there. And maybe they forgot. You called, but they forgot. Better to mail. Mail karne se it is a proof that you have some issue and they are bound to resolve that issue as soon as possible. I am there. But don't message me, don't call me. That is my request. Rest is your choice. But then I will say request that try to attend the live classes always, because recordings will not be so much beneficial. Even though all the class are automatically recorded, once the class is over, you will be able to see the recordings whether you have attended the class or not. But live feeling is totally different. So attend the live classes. Students say weekend, somebody say I am not free on. Then when you are free, it cannot be held at that time. The class schedule is fixed. Try to be free at these 2 times, that is Tuesday evening 8 p.m. and Saturday 11 a.m. and try to attend the live classes. After the live class is over, request to do recordings. Even though you understood everything, but still do recordings. Speed up, maybe 1.52 so that you can cover up faster. And after doing the recordings, those things which have been done in the class, question, solution and all that, do that on your own. Don't think that you need to solve the new questions. Because if you solve new one, you will not be able to. Whatever is done in the class, you need to revise. So do the recordings and do the same thing which we have solved in the class again. Then do some extra questions which is given as a homework assignments. And if you find any problem in those questions, then send your mail before the next class. The question in a word file, your answer, institute answer. What is your query? So that whether you are there in the class or not, I will explain at length properly all the things. Whether you are there in the class or not, if your mail is there, you don't need to remind me. I will open your mail in the class and I will discuss all your doubts properly with every student. Properly, in very detailed. So that all the doubts are getting clear. When you attend the class and I am asking anything, try to reply. Try to be communicative. Because if you don't involve, you will not enjoy. Just by hearing, enjoyment will not come. So it is your duty to involve in the class. The last thing before starting our syllabus, we have IFRS and IAS as the syllabus content. IFRS, International Financial Reporting Standards, and IAS International Accounting Standards. In 1975, the governing body was publishing IAS International Accounting Standards till 2000, till the old century. And when 21st century started, then they started publishing in a different name, IFRS. So 1975 to 2000, 25 years. Whatever the rules, guidelines published are named as IAS, International Accounting Standards. And from 21st century, next 25 years, 2001 to 2025, whatever the guidelines, rules and all that published, they are IFRS, International Financial Reporting Standards. In the syllabus, in practical life, both are relevant. The old one IAS and the new one IFRS. For many old IAS, the new IFRS published in last 25 years. Suppose one example, leasing. Earlier there was a leasing IAS, I think 17. But around 5 years back, or maybe 4 years back, in place of leasing, the new IFRS is IFRS 16. So now IAS 17 is no more applicable. So we will not study all the IAS because many of the IAS already gone, not relevant. But for those IAS for which IFRS is not published, the IAS is still relevant as IFRS. And those which are published from 2001 to 2025 IFRS, that is obviously relevant. So we are going to study IAS, IFRS. In common language, IAS, IFRS are interchangeably used. Prakash, Saraf, Saraf, Prakash doesn't have any difference. It's the same person. So IAS oblique IFRS, same thing. Likewise, when I did webinar on IFRS around 20-25 days back, then my team mailed it to all of you about IFRS 18, revenue money. IFRS 18, different format of financial statement. Okay. Earlier there was IAS 18 there. That IAS 18 is no more. And they have given mail to most of you IFRS 18 bolkar. But they have mailed that from the chat GPT after doing some research. They typed in the chat GPT, give me some 2-line, 4-line write-up on IFRS 18. They copy pasted from there and they have given mail to all of you, my team members. And they have not checked that mail from me as a proof check. But later on, after the mail is sent, I found that it is totally wrong. Because the chat GPT is saying IFRS 18 means IAS 18. It was writing IAS 18, which is no more. IAS 18 already gone. So the wrong information given in mail for attending the IFRS webinar. Then I give them a big chart. So they are saying that the chat GPT said this. अरे हम बोले यार मेरे को बोल तो देता. You should have shown me कि भाई हम लोग ये मेल भेज रहे हैं. तो चैट जीपीटी आईएएस और IFRS 18 में डिफरेंस नहीं समझ रहे. Till the time you don't give chat GPT IFRS 18 is what? It is giving you IAS 18 only. That type of problem is there, you understand. Why? Because IAS and IFRS are same. The old one for which IFRS is not published, IAS is still applicable. And the new one from 2001 to 2025, it is IFRS. Whatever is there, we have full everything in the syllabus. We have a system, we are going to study all IAS, IFRS. They are divided into 5-6 parts. One is the non-current asset accounting. There are around 10 IAS, IFRS on that. One is relating to liabilities and provisions. There are 3-4 IAS, IFRS relating to that. One is employee benefits, share-based payments and all that. There are 2-3 IAS, IFRS relating to that. One is current assets, cash, bank, inventory, receivables and all that. One is financial instruments, even though there are around 28 IAS and around 17 to 18 IFRS. So in total, you can say around 45 IAS, IFRS are there. Some of them are not relevant for FR students, but for Diploma, IFRS, all are relevant. For CIMA, all are relevant. So all those 45 IAS IFRS covering different aspects of financial statements, we are going to cover in around 5 to 6 topics, 5 to 6 bunch. One bunch in non-current assets, another bunch is current assets, another bunch is leasing, another bunch is revenue recognition, another bunch is group accounting, and then miscellaneous, you can say. So in 5-6 bunch, we will be doing them. Each bunch will take 5-6 classes approx, somewhere less or more. And in total, we are going to study around 25 classes approximately and around 90 hours class. 25 classes in total 90 hours. Maybe 92 hours, maybe 89 hours, around 90 hours. And your self-study will be 90 hours. 180 hours study in coming 90 days. So every day on an average 2 hours. Along with my classes. My classes, your self-study in total will be around 180, maximum 200 hours. In 90 days, we can easily study for 200 hours. We can prepare well, we can understand everything logically, and we can give exam also in November or December, whoever exam is there. Because November also it is end of November, and December around beginning of December, more or less same. So we can study. This thing, this much we can study, which involve 90 hours of mine, 90 hours of yours, around 180 to 200 hours study, where we will cover the entire IAS IFRS which is there in the curriculum, that is how to prepare financial statements, all the accounting adjustments we are going to discuss. Yes, sir. Let me finish, then I will ask what anybody has any question. Because all these are general. I don't want to involve in these general things again and again. The first class is there. I am explaining all the general things. So let me finish, then you ask, sir. I will involve you many, many times in the class. This is just the first class where I need to explain everything. Last thing. Exam can be given by sitting in home or exam can be given in the exam center, both for all IFRS, FR and CIMA. I personally prefer giving exam in home. But this term, so many students gave exam from home. They found problems because of bad weather, because of maybe any other issue. I found that this term, that is the September term, when the student has given exam from home, students, those who faced the problem from home, was more. But then if they couldn't complete the exam last week, then they are allowed to sit for the exam next week again without any additional charges. If load shedding, internet, anything happened, students are allowed another option to book exam again. In CIMA, ACC, IFRS, all. The week for which you have exam the day and you couldn't complete because of any reason by sitting in home, then next week again exam will be there. They will not charge you. But suppose next week again the technical problem arises, then next after 3 months only. Now there is no other option, because how they will check the paper. So if you don't want to involve into that, you need to book exam center only. If you go in exam center, that is also on screen, not pen and paper. Going to the exam center half an hour, 1 hour earlier, how long it is, that's a different tension. In the exam center, the keyboard and all that will be provided by them. You can't take your keyboard. Normally, the student complained keyboard was not good. So there are pros and cons of both the things. I personally feel giving exam, sitting in home is better, remote-based exam. But you need to decide which one is better for you. For exam booking and all that, you can book exam now also. You can book exam by end of October. For CIMA students, it is also around the end of October. For ACCA and Diploma IFRS students, it is around end of October. So you can book now, you can book after 15-20 days. But if you want to book for exam center, you should be booking in advance, because many exam center filled up very fast. So if you want to book exam in exam center, you should be booking by September end or worst to worst October beginning, not beyond that. If you delay further, then maybe the exam center is filled up and you need to give exam by sitting in home only remote basis. The exam fees is same, whether you give exam by sitting in home or whether you give exam in exam center. I think all the common things which are important, paper pattern, how to study, what to study, from where to refer, class timing, exam pattern, study material, problems, where to mail, how to resolve the issues, our class timing and all that. Relating to this, now anybody has anything to ask? Yes, Satyabrata Tripathi.
Hello, so am I audible?
Yes,
Hello.
yes.
Okay, so I have a question. This is regarding, there is one form which are given in the email stating that this SCCA Diploma in International Financial Reporting Experience Confirmation Form. So in that form, like the how many years of experience? Is it just 3? Because in the same organization I have been, let's say, for 8 years. So what sort of duties? I'm into basically business finance. So what sort of duties should I be writing there? Which
First of
it
all,
doesn't get
they
this.
are concerned with 3 years, but if somebody is writing more than 3 years, no issue. You can write. Which name of the organization, what was your position, and what exactly you did there. That need to be written, sir. Whatever you will write, they will accept. No tension, sir. You should
Okay, so
write exactly what you have done. Why you make different things.
so what really happened is when I took my license in CPA, I had given the same thing, but then they came out with a query that they need exact 3 years of experience. So is that kind of a same rule over here or
No, not
different?
here. Because CPA is a full degree now. This is a certification. So in CPA, since it is a US course, giving the license to the student, they want more and more stringent details. But here, it's you can say a type of formality. Because in CPA, so they want the proof also. Here, they are asking whatever you are writing is acceptable. You will be finding that whatever you are writing, it is true and fact you are saying. They are not asking any proof. You will say that you will write Saraf Academy. I worked for 3 years as an accountant and I did this, that. They are not asking any proof. So here there is no problem will arise like that, sir.
Okay. And sir, the PDF, when I'm writing in the PDF, because of the length and breadth issue, the details are not coming out. I mean, some of them are
You should be
getting.
taking printout after.
I have taken a printout, yes. I have taken a printout, but I was trying to edit in the PDF. But then some letters are not visible actually.
According to me, generally the students are writing in printout in pen and then they are taking a screenshot and they are giving. So no tension, sir.
Okay.
And if any problem will arise, then since my team is registering to all the students regularly, once you submit your documents, they will ask you what need to be done because they know better than me. Because since they are doing the registration regularly, they will do the needful, sir.
Is there one more last question? There is one item over there that certifications CERT IFR ID number, if applicable AD. What that column means?
If somebody has done doing IFRS, Diploma IFRS, based on that, first of all, the student has done certificate in IFRS. Certificate in IFRS. After that, the student is doing Diploma IFRS. So they are saying that if you have done that, you mention that registration number. Now, what is that? If somebody want to do Diploma IFRS after class 12, can they do?
No.
They can't do. Those person can first of all do certificate in IFRS and then do Diploma IFRS. They can do. They don't need any experience.
So this course that we are doing, it is a diploma in IFRS, right?
So you are doing based on experience. So you don't require to do certificate in IFRS. So you don't need to write there anything because you don't have anything. There are 3 criteria for doing IFRS. One is you do certificate, then Diploma IFRS, The another is as a graduate and then IFRS, and the third one as a professional and then IFRS, diploma IFRS. So you are
3
falling
years.
in that third category.
Yes.
Ah.
Okay.
So for
Okay,
cert
got
B,
it.
you don't need to write anything, sir. You don't have.
Yes.
Ah.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Got
Okay.
it.
Thank you, sir.
And the pattern that you said, like the following, we are just going through your notes, and the exams, the practices are going to be where, like in the Word document or in Excel?
We should be practicing in Word, Excel, both. When theory, then Word, and if numericals, then Excel.
No, I just saw that there is a balance sheet.
Ah.
So if is that, so I'm trying to understand, like, is the answer going to be on the
Excel.
Word document or in
If the
the
balance sheet
Excel?
or PL account need to be prepared, you will be preparing in the exam in Excel.
And then that will be copied to the Word document?
Why? It will be there only. Excel will be your answer.
Okay, so in
Spreadsheet
Word
will
or
be the
Excel,
answer.
then Word document, what is the role of that
Where the
Word
theory,
document?
suppose you want to explain revenue recognition, they are asking a theory portion. So in that, writing in the Excel will be again what you said now. The form does not allow me, the size is less. So in the Excel, those problems will be coming. So for theory, they are saying write the answers in the Word file.
So for the okay, so when you'll be solving it, probably I'll be better able to
I
understand that.
showed none. I said two questions when I showed.
Mhm.
One question was only PL balance sheet. Another question was asking theory also. So I copy pasted the theory part in Word file, and then I showed that. What should I show again?
So there are 5 questions, right? Overall, there are 5 questions on this.
4 questions.
4 questions. So now in the 4 question, I'm not a little bit, very clear on this part actually. How to?
Maybe you have not attended at that time. You were not in the session. You were.
No, I was in the session, but I could not like catch it all.
Acha, ठीक है. Let me go again. One second. So in the study support resources, the professional course, diploma in international financial reporting standards, go in past exams. In the past exams, say open June 2025 question paper. Some instructions for 3-4 pages. So those skip. I'm not reading them. Sorry. Now this first question has only as an answers spreadsheet, matlab Excel sheet. That means this question don't have any theory writer. It is either preparation of PL account or balance sheet. So you don't need to copy paste. They have already pasted the items of the balance sheet already. You just need to adjust these figures plus minus something. So I did,
Okay.
suppose plus 5,000 minus 3,000. Okay. Enter. And then all these figures need to be added together. So it is coming. So in where numericals are there, you will do work on Excel, it will be better. Because you will be able to complete faster. But if we go in the second question, this is the first one where only PL value. You will see that in the response sheet, there is a Word file and a spreadsheet both.
Yes.
So in the Word file, suppose I want to type something. This is the requirements. First of all, requirement I have copy pasted. So this is Word file and I want to type my answer. Revenue as per IFRS 15, blah, blah, blah. So when the
Okay.
theory is there, you will be using this Word file. And when the calculations are there, you should be using the spreadsheet.
So when there will be theory and calculation both, then
This is both, na? This is both. For that reason, two sheets are there.
okay.
Where the question involve calculation, you will go in spreadsheet. Where the question involve theory, you will go here in Word file.
Okay.
If there is a calculation 2 plus 2, 2 plus 3, don't go in spreadsheet. Write here only, man. Because for just writing 2 plus 3, you will not be going in a spreadsheet. You can, there is no problem. But then if it's small, 1 or 2 calculation, you can write in Word file only.
Yeah.
But if PL balance sheet fully to be prepared, better to go in spreadsheet.
Yes. And the answer are like, what are the direction of the answer? Like, how should we, is it a storytelling form? Is it a precise, like, point to point answer? How it is done?
That though, if I will say we need to first of all study, but suppose this is same, using the information in exhibit 2 and 3. So how the transaction described there should be accounted for in the financial statement of Green for the year ended March 2017. So in the exhibit 2 and 3, they have written some accounting adjustments, some information, and they are saying that you write how this will be accounted for. This is the same type of question can come in CIMA also, in FR also, because this is description. So whatever they have given, you need to describe in your words relating to that, whether it is an asset, liability, income, expense, why, how much will be the income, that.
So for an example, if this is kind of a question, should I be writing the technical lines on that, on that particular standard, and then my answer phase out on based on that, or should I directly give my answer?
What is the difference between the two, technical and then write or directly give my
That
answer?
means, so for an example, if it is say, let's say IFRS 15, now revenue recognition is happening. So first you laid out, says that there are 5 steps approach, this is this, and now based upon that, I am, while breaking down this question, these are the, these are the offerings, these are the transaction prices, and this is how it is allocated, and then finally this is delivered and we recognize the revenue on these offerings.
This is one way. And another way, what is another way?
So
I
the
think this
another
is the
way,
only way we need to write the answer. Understand?
another way is you directly calculate it and put it by the offering, like the revenue by this comes,
But then in that case, how you can say that explain and so. If it is only so, if it is only say, then, but if it is saying explain and so. So explain matlab you will be giving background and then you will be saying this will be done. Think.
Okay. So first technical and then give them. Oh, got it. Thank you.
One technical in the sense you need to start explaining the question with the question write-up and with your technical understanding, come to a conclusion and as an explanation, and then you will be saying that this will be the value and all that. Same is applicable for FR and SEMA student also. सबके लिए same. Because it is descriptive based answer. Whatever logic is there, you need to write, and then you will write your final answer. Think, sir. Because otherwise, why they will be giving you 20 marks? And when you write the answer, since model answer is also written, you will find that in the model answer they have written for what portion student will be getting 1 mark, 2 mark, 1 mark, 2 mark, like that. So we will be working on those grounds one by one when we will be doing the topic. So why I said that students should be practicing and writing, because when they are there in the class, they understand, but they don't able to produce that in the exam hall, even though they know the things. So it is very essential that we need to practice in writing. Writing matlab practice on our own. If something is discussed in the class, that you need to type on Word file, Excel file regularly in your own homework. Otherwise, what you will study in 90 hours.
So, is that has to be in a plain English, or we need to use the technical words?
If it involves some technicality, that need to be used. It's a plain English, but wherever suppose you said IFRS 15. So if you want to say that this will be the revenue, you need to give technical aspects, why it will be treated as revenue. What is the accounting standard saying?
I mean, technical words as described, while we are writing, the technical words, do they have special marking, or kind of like everything is treated as same?
In this, I will say that, believe me, I have experience of studying and teaching for 30 years. I don't remember a single technical word, sir. Then I am very bad, sir. I don't know a single technical word. Because I think when we are practically working, we can open the IFRS paragraph and all that. We can copy from there. But in the exam hall, there is nothing in front of you. So you cannot remember even a single paragraph, entire technical words. Not required. No marks on that, sir.
Okay.
Not possible also. If I am doing practical work, I will be able to open the IFRS, IS. I will be able to copy paste. I will say IFRS 15 para 30 says this. But how in my memory I will be able to remember in 30th paragraph this is written. But when you find model answer, they have written like that, which is just for exam money. They have the copy in their money, the write up in their hand, they have copied from there. But for a student, it is impossible. So you can say that if anything you are explaining, maybe not exact technical word of IFRS, but somewhere we need to use our own technical words to explain that. And if by reading 3-4 times something and some of the technical things you able to recollect, remember, and they are relevant, we will be using. But there is nothing like that. If I will use this technical word only, then only they will give me marks, otherwise not, nothing like that. Because many places they have written, wordings are not important, model answer. A student can explain the same thing in their own language, no issue. Full marks will be allotted. For theory, there will be a Word file, and for calculation, there will be a spreadsheet. Both will be part of the answer sheet and will be marked. Yes, 100% Surajji. That means the basic and concepts should be clear to answer the question. Yes, Nasirji. If you understand the things, your concepts are clear, you will be easily able to score very good marks, not only pass. And you will say, sir, can you say this with confidence? Sir, every term after term, students are giving exam. Last term only a student scored 88 marks in diploma IFRS. कैसे आ गए? उनको पूछ लीजिए, आप बोलेंगे तो I will give her number. You call her and ask her whether she has written any technical stuff. She will be telling you. An institute has given her 88 marks out of 100. So for that reason, that's a proven fact. They are not asking technicality. But obviously, when you study, then the accounting language write-up is accounting type. It's not a story. So that we need to develop with our practice, not the technical wordings. But when you write something, it is in an accounting format. So if that format you are not able to catch up because you are not practicing anymore, you are just attending the class, hearing the things, understanding, then it will be difficult to reproduce in your own language. That practice needs to be done with the classes regularly. Yes, sir, I understood, sir. मैं समझ गया कि आप उनको बोल रहे थे. I understood. For that reason, I said same to you. You said Happy Teachers Day. I said to you also, na? Huh? Suraj ji. ठीक है. Then, any question, anybody else? Anything to ask?
Hi, sir. I have one question regarding
Ah.
the exam center and the exam you go from the home.
Ah.
For that, you just mentioned that we need to register ourselves before October, correct? So when we are going to, in the month of October, we are going to decide where we are going to give the exam, whether in exam center or in from home.
My purpose was that you decide today only, because I said the pros and cons of both the option. I said that if you are giving exam from home, there can be technical issues, load shedding, internet, anything. So they will allow you to give exam next week again. But if I will say that go in the exam center, then going there 1 hour earlier, the keyboard and all that, other issues are there. Okay? So you need to decide what is better for you, sir.
Okay.
Not later, now only. As far as exam booking is concerned, you can book now also. The exam can be booked for November, December for SEMA, ACCA, IFRS now also, today also. You can book. If you are not yet registered with the IFRS Institute by us, then as I communicated to all of you in the group yesterday, that the institute will give us a code to register all of you in around 15-20 days. So those who are already registered, they can book their exam today also. Those who are not yet registered, let me finish your registration in 15-20 days, then you can book your exam.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, sir. But the decision should be taken now only. Exam center or sitting in home. Eh?
Yeah.
That is the purpose of the explanation that I have given today. So that you are not confused what you should be doing.
Okay, no worries.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
What is the difference between these study material used? Sir, if I am saying something and you are saying something, whether the comma full stop will be same, whether the saying will be same, no. So that is the difference in difference material. Different writer is thinking in a different way. So they have written the same thing in a different way. So all material are saying the same thing, but the write-up is different. Otherwise, copyright clauses are there. So for that reason, a student don't need to do the research from 4 copies, from 4 materials. Same thing is written. You will be just, I mean to say, destroying yourself by reading the same thing from 4 places. So I advise refer one. But there is no difference between all the materials. I generally personally like my own material and the Kapla. Okay? My personal feeling. But you can refer BPP also. I will give BPP also. Those materials are also there in our coverage. Camera on for the remote exam. Yes, sir. You are doing cheating. Entire 3 hours your camera should be on. Like my camera is on entire 3 hours when you are taking the class. I will remove my camera. How you will understand? Huh? You can't do any cheating. There are some students in the past by sitting in home did unfair means. They have been cancelled their registration by the institute, never allowed to give exam again. It's all over. Don't think that you are sitting in exam and you can do anything. Huh? Rules are there in front of the screen, camera on. You can't leave your place 3 hours. Nobody can come in. You can't go out. All these rules are there. ठीक है फटाफट normal on the table when you go on the institute website a remote exam bolkar there is a video of 5 to 7 minutes. You see that it is freely available. It's basic rules. One screen, one transparent water bottle, nothing should be there on your table. And you can't go out, nobody can come in, it should be a closed room, cameras would be on for 3 hours. That is the basic rules, sir. Just if you are asking. The video is given on the institute website. I am showing that video. One second, it is getting uploaded. Understand the Diploma in International Financial Reporting exam. What is a Diploma in International Finance? What exactly does it involve? We speak with Matt, member of ECCA qualification team, to find out more. Not this one. The future ECCA qualification is a closer. The remote exam. A remote exam. ठीक है ना? Remote exams. You see, this is the video. Huh? This is a video which will tell you everything relating to remote exam. I am taking this and I am putting here in the slide. So that after the class, you can just click on this and you will be able to see this video. Huh? Because this will just waste our time. So this is the link. You click on this link, you will be able to just a 7 minutes approx video, which will help you to understand remote exam, all the rules. As I said, on the ACCA website, we will be able to refer the past exam questions and their answers. And we can answer also on the website. That is the resources available on the ACCA website. And the syllabus content, not the study material. Study material we are giving you and the write-up we are giving you. On the institute website, relating to Diploma IFRS, you are getting the past term papers, their answers, and the syllabus content, not the entire syllabus write-up. Exam date. It is fixed, but what is the date I need to check? Dip IFRS exam date for December 2025. See what they are saying. Showing let's see this one. Date in the exams. Dates and deadlines. For December 2025 exam session. October 27th is the last date to book. Exam entry opening 5th August already started. Last exam you can book it till 3rd of November. If it is remote based. If it is center based, the last date is 27th October to book the exam. Then a remote session exam.
He's saying will take
Exam will
place
take
between
place
1
between
and
1 to
5
5.
December.
Yeah,
But
it was December 5th only, but I just want to show. Because as per my memory, it was 5th December only. Only one day. December.
but is that it's a Friday?
Whichever it always happens on Friday. Diploma IFRS exam always happens on Friday only. So if it is 5th December Friday, then it's that only because it happens within 10th only. So 12th you cannot have exam, it is 5th December only. It is written, definitely. When we search, we will be able to find out.
Oh, that means that you cannot work on that day. Is that so?
You can say, sir. But if you are very well prepared and your exam is there, say afternoon 2 o'clock, and you are well prepared, you work before 2 o'clock, what's the problem, sir? That's the mentality you need to have.
Oh, I mean you need to take vacation for these 3 hours.
Yes,
in
that 3
order to
hours you
not
can't do
to-
the work, but before the 3 hour and after the 3 hours you can work.
Yeah, okay.
It will be one single day, Samir ji. Just now we said na 5th December Friday, only one day. It is not
Yes,
as
got
per
it.
your convenience, sir.
No, yes, got it.
Okay.
Thank you.
हाँ, ठीक है. Then फटाफट जल्दी जल्दी. What is the other things anybody has anything to ask generally? Should we proceed? Hmm?
Yes, sir, we should start.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.